Hey guys, it's the old bull here. Bit of a different one this week. My beautiful wife, Laudable, has asked that I have a bit of a speak just to you guys, one-on-one. Bit crazy, but there you go. So it looks like we're about a month and a half, possibly 2 months out from the halving. So 6 to 8 weeks. So that's going to be a really exciting time. Normally what happens after that is we go into a flat period for about a month to 2 months, and then the market takes off. Crypto summer starts in its full swing, and altcoins, which we are a member of, go ballistic. So we're pretty close. It's been a long, hard ride to get to here, but here we are, and it's very exciting. So all of us in the bull family are jumping around, very excited that this is going to be our year. All right, so where are we? We're 2 years into our project. It just seems insane to actually think that, because 2 years ago we were taking a huge chance. Both the boys had invested all their life savings into us, Amanda and I, to actually get this working. And now 2 years later, we're in a very different situation financially. We're funded. We've got 30 plus, 35 plus, 37 staff around the world. And there's a lot going on. It's a big thing every week to run and to obviously keep all the pieces working together, like one after the other. So nothing on the actual core part of what we're doing has changed though. We had three distinct goals when we started. So the first one was we wanted to raise money for devs. So we wanted to have devs be able to, and I mean by devs, I mean game devs, game developers. So what we wanted to do was give game developers a lump sum of money that allows them just to focus on the game, so they can build the game without interruption, without losing their focus, going off chasing funds to make sure they can pay their bills and keep the heat on. So that's worked really well. And obviously the Nexus that we've got out, that has the Nexus. Obviously Nexus that we've got out is a really good example of what a team can do when they're fully funded and focused. So we want to repeat that. That was step one, fund devs. Step two was 30 games over 10 years. Now, some years that's going to be 3 games a year. Other years it might just be one game over the year. And other years it could be 4 games in a year. That's going to vary because games are differing lengths and teams work at different paces. So we're hoping to average the 30 games over the 10 years. So a lot of people don't understand why we chose to do that. The main reason was when we looked at the models that were being used by other companies, most companies have one game and then they have an associated coin with that game. And our thoughts were pretty simple on that. That was really dangerous for the people supporting that project. Because when you look at how many games, there's 1,250 new games a month that come out on Steam. What we wanted to avoid was, out of those 1,250 games, only a couple of them get any traction and very few of them ever go on to actually make any money. So when you're backing a game, doesn't matter how good it looks in the trailers when you see it up front, we don't actually know what its traction's going to be when it takes off. So number 3 is obviously giving everyone the chance who's supporting the project to get some sort of rewards back for their effort in supporting it. So that's why we chose the 30 games, and that's why we've developed the bull coin to be in every one of those games. So you're not actually relying on any of our games individually to be successful. It might be that one game becomes a knockout of the park and a real big winner. It might be that several of our games do okay, and that's enough to get the utility going for the bull coin. So that's what we're chasing. We're chasing utility for the bull coin, and as that utility builds, more and more games coming through, and the utility builds, the results are going to be really amazing. It's super exciting. Okay, so in past videos, we've mentioned the Bitcoin cycle and what the phases of Bitcoin are. Well, we've got cycles as well that are going on in playable games. So with the Bitcoin cycle, we're now moving into the final stage of the bull run. So we've had the first half of the bull run passing now, which is what they call the sideways chop of the bull run. It actually is going up over time. We actually have Bitcoin's 100% up from, well, nearly 200% up from its lows. But it feels like it's been going sideways. So as we move past the halving, we're going to move into the vertical part of the bull run, which is the most exciting part, and that's where all the media starts joining. And there's an old saying in crypto, when your grandmother starts telling you to buy Bitcoin, that's a sign the market's closing out. So how does that fit into us? So our first phase was our launch phase. So we initiated, we launched, we listed our coin, and then we started talking to influencers about what we do and how we do it and what we hope to do. And in crypto projects, this launch phase is the highest risk, and it's also the highest opportunity. So we started off with some funds, and we dedicated those funds out into the world. We bought games, we hired teams, and we started building out what we're doing. We've learned a lot along the way. We've had some things that didn't go the way we wanted them to. We've had some things that went much better than we thought they were going to go. And overall, we've done really well. And obviously Nexus being out and Ordinum getting close, being out in beta, and obviously Starvin Martian, we've done really well with what's actually happened along the way. So as we move into open betas with these games over the next few months, that's going to be a really, really exciting time. Right, so then we got to phase one. So phase one was we've got a beta, we've got people talking about it, and they're actually excited about it. And so that was 6 months out from our actual launch. So phase two started when we initiated Nexus and we had people actually playing it on a daily basis. And that was, I think for us, the most exciting thing that we saw was we had players who were playing it and that player base was slowly growing. We hadn't poured in play to earn yet, but it was a really positive sign. So what phase two means for playable games is that we separate ourselves now from the massive group of companies that are all spinning stories about what they're going to do. And that's what we were in phase one. When we started, we were just telling stories about what we're going to do and how we're going to do it and why you should be a supporter of our project. Phase two separates us out of that group, which is the majority of coins. There's 26,000 coins out in the world today, and 25,000 of them are all in that story phase. They're all telling stories about what they're going to do and why you supporting them is a great thing. Phase two separates us out of that group. We actually now have done what we said we were going to do. We have a game that is in play. People can go and play it. They can go and test it. They can go and see, do we actually have the chops? Do we do what we say? And now that we've brought play to earn into that, we have 6,000 daily players playing this game. So that is actually a very consequential achievement. And very few crypto companies in the world, in the gaming community, have more than a couple of hundred players. Even some of the really big players out there only have a couple of hundred players a day. And they're hoping in the hype and froth and bubble of the massive bull run, they're going to get up to like what Axie Infinity achieved last time round, where you get millions of players. But that's so far and few between. Counting on that's crazy. We're not even in the bull run yet, and we've got 6,000 daily players, and we're now bringing in our ranked system, and we're bringing in the reward system, which is going to make the players that are playing daily have a chance to actually earn more. I'm just really excited to be in that part where we're no longer part of the storytellers. Let's call them that. They're storytellers. Crypto starts that way. You're spruiking out your story, and we're now past that. We've proven what we can do, and we're now working on more proof. So in this phase 2, we've achieved what we said we were going to achieve. We've built a game. We've bought in NFTs for that game. So if you choose to, you don't need to. If you don't want to own your in-game assets, you can just play our games for free and we own your assets. We're happy with that. If you do choose to use our NFTs, you can purchase NFTs and hold them for yourself. Our new skin system's coming. We're going to earn NFTs and you'll be able to sell them if you choose to. And the third thing we introduced was play to earn, where people are actually playing every day and earning. Next week, we've got a complete video just dedicated to what's coming on the gaming side. We've got new teams being hired. There's some very exciting stuff. I'm not going to go into any of that right now, but stay tuned for next week and we'll show you what's going on there. So phase 3 is where we're up to now. We've finished phase 1, we've finished phase 2, and we're now in phase 3 where we're about to start our proper advertising part, where we're going to tell the world. So up to now, all of our marketing efforts have been building out the base, actually getting the base of our marketing correct, where when people come to us, they can find the information they need to find. And we've done a really good job of that. Amanda running the marketing and Ben doing the marketing. The team of we've got a 7-person team of marketers. They've actually built out a really strong base that allows people when they get to us to find the information they need. Obviously our mods and all that stuff, we've got a really strong backbone there supporting the whole thing. But now we're about to initiate the advertising side. As this bull run starts to heat up, we're going to spend more and more money on advertising, shouting out to the world what's actually happening in the playable universe.